Okay guys, Mr. here. We have a new patient that has quite a few whiteheads and blackheads. If we look here, you can kind of see there. The light's a little bright, but there's some clogged pores all over, quite oily. I like to do some extractions for patients that have that many clogged pores. We're going to get started here in a second. I'm just going to prep them. A lot of PAs and dermatologists, don't do extractions. Some do, but a lot don't. I like to do them because these clogged pores will take quite a while with medications to kind of reabsorb or dry up. If I can pop those out and we get them on good medications, then it kind of gets them clear a lot faster than just waiting for the medications to do their job. So together with the meds, hopefully it's going to take several sessions here. So he's got quite a few, but we should be able to get him looking a lot more smooth. So thanks again to him for sharing, and we'll get started in just a sec. All right guys, Mr. here. We have him all prepped and ready, and we're going to start with the extractor. We can come on in here because we're over a bony, hard surface on the forehead here. And this loop extractor is usually pretty good. Getting in there and we kind of pull. These are all going to start popping out. I always come back and, oh, that one popped right out on the... Love. It's nice. We can really pull through here and get quite a few of these fairly quickly with this extractor. Cause minimal damage on the skin here. That's good. It's not blurry or anything. It's okay. Good. When we move to the cheek, we're going to go to the Q-tips. Nice plugs in there. You can see with hair follicles, as always. There's a good follicle right there. Yeah. I was always worried everything's an earthquake, huh? For sure. This is a little inflammatory one here. Good. That one's drying up, so I'm not going to poke too hard at that. Okay. A little mole there, too. Move right across here. Can pull that skin, you can already see all these little spots starting to go down, which is great. Stringers there. Quite a long one, you can see. And that's not a hair.
¿Sí agarraste todos los medicamentos de la farmacia?
Sí.
Okay.
Good, he got him. Perfect. That will start to reduce his oil production. And this is all keratin, which is dead skin, and oils mixing together. So if we can exfoliate that dead skin and reduce that oil production, that's when we'll get way less here. Turn a little bit to the eye. These plugs here. A bit more there. Good. Very good. No cutting on the skin or anything like that. Just a little pressure gets these plugs out. You can see that little ball right there. Again, with the hair. Very good. These can be pretty sensitive sometimes in certain areas when you're pushing right down on surface. Like if you're over a nerve. He's doing great. It's tough. Let's see if we have a bump in there. Let's see. I'll just open that pore. Might be a little pinch here, okay? It's coming from this side. You okay? Sorry. I think he's got, there we go. Little inflammatory one just popped. I can feel that. Very good. Get a little Band-Aid for that one. That had a pretty good core in there. Hopefully that wasn't too painful. Put a little Band-Aid on there. That'll stop the bleeding. That will do well. I think so. Got it? Yeah, you got it. Right there. Perfect. Put pressure on that for a second. Man, you can see the forehead already. Just when we look at that from side to side there, all those bumps are gone. We probably did 40 or 50 already on that. See if we can get some of these guys here. Here. Good, those ones are already drying up there too. Nice plug here. Eyebrows, sensitive area. There we go. Little hair there. So I always come back to these. I do a nice little wiggle and a shake. Tiny bit at the bottom. I always come back and check the ones that still look like they have a bump. Good, got it. Get that little plug at the bottom. Thanks, Ola. Okay, he's looking great over here. Liking this already. Yeah, most of these, nothing else in there in the pore, looking good, just oils coming out. So we're gonna have her come here. All right, so now we're gonna move to the tips here. And these ones are gonna have a little bit more in them than on the forehead, I believe. These are pretty good size whiteheads. Pretty good size, you can see here. And that's just a lot of oil production. Yeah, you can work there, thank you. So you can pull that skin and we're just gonna come through and roll these out and it's gonna be pretty much every other pore. There we go. Nice and wide and we roll that together. Very good. You can see he's peeling a little with the skin. We can wipe that. That's the retinoid and that's normal. Shows us that he got the retinoid. We wrote him last week and he's using it. So that's a good thing. Now as he starts coming back here, I'll have him stop for like 5 days before he comes in, stop the retinoid, just so he doesn't peel so much when we do these. Very good. It's pretty superficial peeling, but still. Perfect. We don't want to slough off too much skin there. Very good. Good. Wipe that. And the reason why we use the Q-tips on the cheek, you can see how spongy that is. There's not much to push against behind it. So we can kind of get wide here and come together and roll those out just like that. Make sure we got these ones clear. Very good. Not focusing on my gloves or anything, right? Good. Down in the cheek is always the most difficult because those are deep in there. Right there. It's doing great. Okay, and we can pull the skin here and see the ones that are still remaining. A lot of people ask if I poke the pore, and I do. I take just a little needle, just open that pore up just like this. You can pull that skin to see which ones are still filled. Also sometimes do finger squeezes on these too. Just use the pad of your finger. These ones I think we already got. That's good. Pull that skin up. Nice squeeze. That one we already got. Very good. Might be a little inflammatory one there. Right there. Right here, just a little one there. When we got over 400 or 500, we're obviously not going to do them all in one session. It's uncomfortable. A lot of poking. There we go. Nice plug there. Move around, get those blackheads. Very good. One more right there. Good. Here's here we poked. Right there. Looks like we've got most of the big ones. Now he's got some inflammatory ones down here. These can be pretty tender. So I'm gonna do a little poke here. You can kind of isolate those and see where the pore is. It's gonna be a little poke, okay? Sorry. Sorry, yeah. There we go. Those ones burn. If we can't get much out, sometimes an 11 blade's better too for this. These are actually drying up. I don't think I'm gonna push too hard on these. There we go, just get a little bit out of that one. Relieve that pressure. Came out pretty easily. These ones aren't as juicy as that one, so they're peeling. I'm gonna let those kind of heal on their own. There's one right there though. You can see right, see if we can get that out. That one's a little bit more dry. Got it. So we'll wipe there. Very nice. So these are the ones the antibiotics are going to get under control here. See some of those clogged pores in the cheek. Just doing a big squeeze. It's good.
Do you want him to stop the try on 5 days?
Yeah, 5 days before, and the next one he just won't have all this little bit of peeling here. And it can make him a little more sensitive too. So.
Te andas pelando un poco de ese lado. Y es lo que no quiere porque te puedes hacer más sensible.
Okay.
Good. And he's got so many little ones here too. Wipe a little more there. Thank you. Those guys are sticky, aren't they? Yeah, right.
You're not going to do this side today?
No. Yeah, I put them through enough.
Este lado no te lo va a hacer hoy.
That one did pretty well. Just a little poke there. Sorry, now those are the ones that hurt. You might need a Band-Aid on that one at the end.
Okay.
He's doing great though. I'm liking it the way it looks already. Most of the big ones, yeah. Good. Patients sometimes do get a little fatigued when we keep poking. That's why I do like 100, 150 usually. And then give them a break, kind of let everything heal. It is a lot of pushing that we're doing. Gosh, that's looking good. He still has quite a few in here, but a lot of the big ones we got. Sometimes when we have the cheekbone here, we can kind of do a little push in there against the bony prominence just to check some of these ones that we got. This grouping here we didn't get there. Okay. Just gonna open these little 5 or 6 right there. Once you open that pore, just a little pressure, that comes right out. Very nice. So good. You did great. Pushing about as much as we can there without causing too much pain. Perfect. Okay. Deep breath. You're doing great. So you can see when we pull that, most of these are gone. These little ones I poked, we'll get those too. And that peeling's not because we're being too rough. That's just the top layer of the skin. That's what the retinoid does. It's exfoliating, and he just started, so he's in the beginning here. Okay. That cheek's looking nice and clear. Get a little bit right there. Perfect. Put that. Okay, I think we beat him up enough today. So we look at that cheek now, we pull it. There's some small ones, but we got most of those big ones and some of his inflammatory ones down here as well. The rest are drying up from the medications, and he does have a little grouping here, but he's got an inflammatory one right there that's healing, so I don't want to push too hard any lower than these ones right here. Down here, we'll let that keep drying up. And you come to the forehead here, and you can see he's looking great. He had quite a few pretty good sized ones there. This looks great. We'll come back in just 2 weeks, let everything heal a little bit, and then we're going to come over here. Right cheek was a little bit worse than the left cheek, but he's already drying up nice. So we'll follow him and do a couple sessions, and then he should be good. And this is looking great, and this peeling is what we expect from the retinoid. So thanks for popping by, guys, and thanks to him for sharing. We're going to show his path to getting clear here. Got a little hot in the room. I might look a little red. That's just an Irishman in a hot room. So you guys have a good one, and thanks again. Hey guys, Mr. PopZit here. If you like what you just saw, make sure to pop all the buttons. See you soon.